as you know, on various social media platforms like YouTube and so forth, I can't say things because if I do, we get banned. Censorship is alive and well. But on the partner Zooms, I can say anything because it's private. There's nobody to ban me. It's a partner Zoom call. So if you want to get on those monthly calls, become a partner.
This is the Kevin Trudeau Show.
I am exposing the corruption in government and in major multinational corporations. We're telling you the things that they don't want you to know that will make your life better.
But as you know, the U.S. government has been trying to silence people like me, and just not me. People all around the world, governments are trying to silence people who are using the internet and using mass media communications to expose the secrets that they don't want you to know about. Because if you know it, then they lose their power and control. That's the bottom line. And this is happening all over the world. We know this. We absolutely know this. We see it now more so and clearer than ever before. My heinous crime was I wrote books that sold tens of millions of copies. And my original show, The Kevin Trudeau Show, over a decade ago, allegedly had over 100 million listeners a week from around the world. My TV infomercials and the shows that I was on television, I was on TV since 1989 every day. For a decade, I had more impressions than anyone, even more than Oprah when she was at the pinnacle of her career. Even though I was doing infomercials and buying the media as opposed to being on a network. Tens of millions of people every day would see me around the world, and I would be exposing things. I remember when I made the heinous statement that said drug companies are not here to help you. They're here to sell you drugs. And if a drug company's goal was to keep you healthy, they'd be out of business because healthy people don't buy drugs. And I pointed out that drug companies, by the way, they do a lot of good things. There's good drugs that save lives. But drug companies are publicly traded companies. And the officers and directors of those companies have a fiduciary, which means a legal responsibility, to increase shareholder value. And the only way they can do that is to get more people taking more drugs every single day for the rest of their life. They have to continue to get more people around the world consuming more drugs on a regular or daily or monthly basis. It's not to cure disease and it's not to prevent disease. It's to sell drugs at the highest possible prices. And I said, there's a conflict of interest. And when I pointed that out, it was like the emperor's new clothes. I was saying something that everybody could see that was so obvious, but nobody dared talk about. And the proverbial crap hit the fan. And I got attacked and vilified in the media and by the government and sued civilly and even put in prison for contempt of court. And I got the largest prison sentence in the history of America for contempt of court, 10 years. For the non-crime of contempt of court. It's not a felony, it's not a misdemeanor. It's called surriguriitis, which I could be butchering the Latin, but it means a thing of its own. That's the world we live in. But there's no dramas. I'm still here. And right now, there's a lot going on. I had a hearing this morning with the judge. I can't tell you the details. I'm in negotiations with the Federal Trade Commission. We had 2 meetings last week. I can't tell you anything more than that. It's private. It's confidential. There's legal ramifications to that. I can't share anything. I'm not under a gag order, but it's when you meet and confer, you have to keep everything secret and private and you can't reveal it. That's still going on. And I can tell you that when the judge made a ruling a week ago, he said that he's not going to put me in prison at this time because he thought that if I'm free, I can pay off the debt that they want me to pay faster, which is true. But he said, I emphatically, and that was the word that he said, it was either in bold or capitals or italics. I emphatically state that incarceration of Mr. Trudeau is not off the table. And many of you have stepped up. You've become partners in the Kevin Trudeau fan club. You've made contributions to the Kevin Trudeau fan club. And I believe that that is turning the tide. I am back in court October 1st for another hearing. It's called a status hearing. And I believe one of the statuses is how many new people have joined the Kevin Trudeau fan club as a partner and how many people have made contributions and what the amount of the contributions have been in the last few weeks. So between today and October 1st, 7 days, 1 week, between today and October 1st, if I can get a huge amount of people who have never made a contribution to the fan club to make a contribution of any amount, the number of new people is going to make a big difference. Secondly, the amount of contributions to the fan club that come in between today and a week from now is going to make a huge difference. Those two factors are going to make a big difference. And the third factor is if you are a partner, the number of people who upgrade their partnership level is going to make a huge difference. Because remember, all that money, not a penny goes to me. It's going to go to the Federal Trade Commission to pay the debt. And if there's a huge increase in the next 7 days, I think we're going to get some good news on October 1st. Things are looking good. I can't share anything more, but all I can tell you is your prayers, your thoughts, your positive vibrations, your support, your financial contributions to the Kevin Trudeau fan club, all the new people that have become partners, and all of you partners who made the decision to upgrade, it's making a difference. And the plan, unless I'm taken into custody, the plan is starting on October 1st, we're going to be going 5 days a week here, both on YouTube, on Rumble, on Spotify, on Apple Podcast, and maybe some other platforms as well. So we'll be going to 5 days a week doing this show. We'll also start the Sunday spiritual show. You can call it Sunday Church, but it's non-denominational. It's not Christian-based. It'll be talking about the Bible, the Quran, the Mahabharata, which is from the Indian tradition, the Ramayana, which in the Ramayana is the Bhagavad Gita, the Zohar, which is in the Jewish mysticism tradition, Kabbalah. There'll be a whole host of things, and I'll be talking about the spiritual nature of man using those spiritual texts as a guide to show you that there's a lot more in common with all the world's religions than there are disagreements. And we'll kind of go above that. So it'll be an eye-opening Sunday spiritual show, sharing you the scriptural, historical data that can improve the quality of your life and increase your awareness and consciousness, bringing you greater peace, joy, and happiness. I'm sure that's something you like. Yes, of course. Fantastic. So that's good. And on our show, Monday through Friday, I will be exposing things that they don't want you to know about health, about nutrition, about a whole host of topics. So it's going to be spectacular. The show is growing little by little every single day. We have more people subscribing and more views are going up on a regular basis. Month to month, we have the number of views on all of our platforms are going up. So we're making some progress. We haven't gone viral yet. We haven't gone back to the numbers that we had back when I had the show over a decade ago. 100 million people were viewing the show allegedly every single week from around the world. But we could potentially get there. And remember, I don't get paid for this. The money that comes in and from any source goes into the fan club account, and after the expenses, it goes to pay the Federal Trade Commission. So I'm not doing this for my health. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this because it's a mission and a purpose to help you. So if you want me to continue, please go to KevinTrudeauFanClub.com, make a contribution of any amount. If you're not a partner, become a partner. Now, for those of you who are our partners, or if you become a partner, this Saturday, and I do this every month, this Saturday I'm going to be doing a live Zoom call from my house. So I'm in my office in my house, and I have a live Zoom broadcast for partners only. And that can go anywhere from an hour and a half up to 3 hours. I think I did one that was 4 hours. And I answer your questions. And I get into in-depth information that I don't share anywhere else because it's it's not public, it's private. So I have a lot more freedom. As you know, on various social media platforms like YouTube and so forth, I can't say things because if I do, we get banned. Censorship is alive and well. But on the partner Zooms, I can say anything because it's private. There's nobody to ban me. It's a partner Zoom call. So if you want to get on those monthly calls, become a partner. You can become a partner for as little as $25 a month, and you get access to the monthly calls. Then you can go to the website, and we have what's called the partner area of the website, and I have all the previous partner calls there. And we're in the process of having them edited and broken down where we have the question and the answer. So you can search for a particular subject. Let's say you want relationships or sex or marijuana or aliens or Area 51 or the CIA or whatever. You can pick a subject and it'll show you all of the questions on that subject so you can save time and then just listen or watch the question and answer on that particular subject. It's a spectacular resource that is really worth unbelievable amounts of money. And in the future, I'm going to raise the prices on all this. Once this FTC thing is behind me, I'll be raising the prices because all the people that I know in the personal development industry tell me I'm giving it all away. It's just too, and they're upset because they're selling things for, 100 times more and they're giving a lot less. And they're going, you're making me look bad, KT. You have to charge more. We don't do price fixing in our industry, but we kind of do price fixing in our industry, and you're undercutting everybody by giving everything away for free. Well, I'm in a kind of a unique situation here. I want to help you. I don't need the money. I'm not taking the money. It's going to the Federal Trade Commission to pay the debt so I can get that behind me. So if you're not a partner, go to KevinTrudeauFanClub.com. You can read it all about it and become a partner. This Saturday is going to be a spectacular partner call. I'm going to cover a whole bunch of items. I got tons of questions from partners coming in. I'm going to be answering every single one of them. And I get into stuff that I just am not allowed to talk about on this show or any social media platform because then somebody will take it, edit it out of context, and use it against us. They use it against me. They use it against Russell Brand. They use it against Joe Rogan. They use it against all these guys. So the Zoom call is special. And for only $25 a month, you're doing a great thing to help me, and you're getting a great value. So consider that. Any one-time contributions you can make, do that as well. Hi, I'm Kevin Trudeau. This is everything they don't want you to know about to improve the quality of your life. Broadcasting every Monday and Wednesday, 2 days a week now. Monday and Wednesday at 1 o'clock Chicago time. Make sure you tune in and subscribe to the channel and share these shows with everyone you know.